Hey YouTubers, Saturday24 here, and as you can see, I have a new generator. The old Gen Pro was giving me a little bit of issues. The biggest issue was that it just was not providing enough power to run my new MIG welder to its full potential. I will actually show you the MIG welder in another video. And I decided to get a new one. Now, when you look at generators that are 6,000 watts or greater than 6,000 watts, you're talking a large chunk of money as far as buying a new one. I mean, I was looking at Generac, I was looking at Honda, Briggs and Stratton, and I mean the prices were just absolutely ridiculous. A Generac with a 7,500 starting watts, electric start. I was looking at $1,000 at Menards, uh, and Honda. I mean, anything in the 5,000 range, you're looking over $1,000, $2,000 to get something quite decent. But Honda's a very nice product. One thing I kept on looking back to was Harbor Freight and their new Predator line of generators. Now, a lot of people have their opinions on Harbor Freight that they sell cheap Chinese-made tools that really don't, they're not really worth the money. But Consumer Reports did a study on portable gas generators, and they actually gave very high reviews on the Predator generators from Harbor Freight. Now this one we have here is a 8,750 starting watts, 7,000 continue watt generator. This is recoil start or electric start. You just have to buy the battery for it. And this was, I paid $569 for it. Now it does not come with a wheel kit, so you have to buy the wheel kit separately. That was an additional $24.99. And if you want to get the replacement plans for it, you can. But I'm still in decision if I want to do that or not. But as you can see, a generator like this, brand name, I did some looking, and for a Briggs and Stratton one, 8750 starting watts, 7,000 continue watts, electric start, out the door would have cost me over $1,500. With the wheel kit and the generator itself and tax, a little over $600 right out the door at Harbor Freight. You can't beat the price. Now with this, it has a Honda clone motor. And let's just get, you can see right here, you have your fuel shut off, and also your air filter, your choke. Here's the recoil. One thing I was very impressed with this was that just pull starting this thing is just absolutely amazing. I mean, it really does not take a whole lot of effort to do that. And the air filter is really nice to get to. As you can see, you got a nice metal tank. You also have your gas gauge right here, which is fantastic. Let's take a look at the main panel. You have your oil alert, your start button, and to use the electric start on this, all you gotta do is just hold down on the start button. It starts right up. You have your 12 volt DC, your DC breaker resets. You have two 20 amp, 120 volts, and it's got these nice heavy duty rubber covers on it, so while this is running outdoors, you're not going to get any moisture and stuff into it. Let's just take this plug out. You have your 120 and 240 volt, and also you have another 120 volt AC on it. My main use is using this 240 volt AC for my welder. As you can see in the in the video about the welder we'll be doing momentarily, I've had to create a switch box for it, as you can see, because the plug that comes with the welder is completely different from one that's on the generator. It's pretty much just a 230 dryer plug. So pretty much picked up a deep box, some 10 gauge wire, and a special plug. I believe it's a L14 30 amp plug, and just put this together, and it was quite easy. And you know what? And as you can see, I picked up a lawn and garden battery. Picked it up at Advanced Auto Parts, 20 bucks. And one thing they say about these things is that they run very quiet. They run around 76 decibels. So you know what? Let me just start this up for you. See what you think. It's already started to run. Gas is on. Let's pull start it. Probably should put this thing into start mode. As you can see, it runs a heck of a lot quieter than my Gen Pro, and like I said, the electric start, you just hold down on the start button. Now, one thing I would strongly recommend when you buy these generators is definitely the wheel kit is important, because if you didn't pay attention to the sticker on the side of this thing is about 230 pounds without gas. So, I mean, you have to have a wheel kit for it, because lugging this thing around is a royal pain in the butt. And that's why having this little hydraulic cart from Harbor Freight really helps out a lot. Now, the second thing I would recommend doing is changing out the spark plug on this. These come with, cheapo Chinese-made plugs. I would rather go with a brand name like Champion, Bosch, NGK. And I did put an NGK plug in this. Cross-referencing the plug is not that hard. All you gotta do is just take the code off the plug, go to the internet, and then just plug the code in, and they'll give you tons of websites that will actually show you cross references for the plug that comes with this. It also comes with a parts list, so if something breaks off or is malfunctioning, you can call Harbor Freight's technical support line. You can order these parts, and their customer service is actually quite friendly, which is actually surprising. I thought they would be kind of like everybody else, but they're actually quite nice. So if you're in the market for a generator, I would strongly recommend the Predator line of generators. If you're looking for something quite substantial, this 8750 is quite nice. Right now they're running a sale for $529. So $529 for the generator, another $24.99 for the wheel kit. You're getting a hell of a bargain. So thank you so much, YouTubers. You have a good one.